You feel your glute on one side seemingly working harder during a workout or during a movement. Does that mean the other side is weak? Not necessarily. So how strongly you feel or sense a muscle in an activity doesn't necessarily correlate with the amount of force it produces or how effectively it's contributing to the movement. So with that being said, let's take the glute and continue with that and say you're doing a glute bridge or a hip thrust. You can feel like one side's doing more than the other, but you can still have the same force production on both sides. Or you might test equally in an isolated movement or a manual muscle test, but maybe you're not able to control a step down or a single leg squat the same way. That's because what feels like an activation problem involves more than just strength. Movements require coordination, balance, mobility, a good joint position. There could be pain that impacts things. And also your awareness of what's happening on one side of your body could be different from the other. So whether the muscle contracts and produces force is of course still important, but it's not the only thing in town. It's just not that simple. So what we need are better questions with more nuance and more detail so that we can determine first if there is a problem and secondly what the issue is. So here are some things to consider. Does one side actually produce less force? That is still a consideration. Does it fatigue sooner? Do I start to lose control or coordination, or do I start compensating? Do I lose technique or form? And if there is a difference, does it actually impact what I'm trying to do? And is my body still able to meet the demand? So feeling a muscle can be great and useful feedback. And let's be honest here, awareness is so important because you cannot fix something if you don't know it's happening or what's not happening for that matter. So yes, awareness is huge. But is the goal simply to feel a muscle working? Or is it to know that that muscle is producing the desired force for the desired duration with control, having coordinated movement, keeping you safe, and resulting in the desired action? I'm going to say that that latter part is more important. So next time, we'll look at some ways to determine what the issue is so that you can address the real problem instead of simply trying to get stronger and throwing more weight at it. Stay tuned.